Honourable Presiding Officers, Your Excellencies, Honourable Members, all protocol observed. It is a great honour to be amongst you today to participate in a discussion that is so close to South Africa's heart. South Africa's past is not only synonymous with overcoming painful racial inequalities, but our current focus is on that of eliminating gender inequalities. I'm proud, therefore, today to rise on behalf of South Africa's Parliament, which currently records a 45% female representation, almost at the 50-50 mark. It is evident, honourable members, that there have been notable achievements in promoting equality for women in the workplace and improving their access to economic resources amongst the countries represented here today. However, according to the World Economic Forum's 2024 Global Gender Gap Report, the world has closed just over 68% of the gender pay gap. At the current pace, it will take another 134 years, equivalent to 5 generations, for us to fully achieve gender parity. It is therefore clear that we must do much more as this P20 collective to accelerate the pace at which we eliminate structural barriers, discriminatory laws and policies, and social norms that still hinders women's full and equal participation in the economy. Honourable members, despite advances in gender equality and women's empowerment since the dawn of our democracy in South Africa in 1994, South Africa continues to grapple with gender-based inequalities. The gender pay gap and inequality in the workplace persist. According to a report released in August, 40% of households in South Africa are led by women with financial responsibilities for their families. But while women take on more responsibility, including that of looking after their extended families, only 14% of women fall into the category of top earners in South Africa. The South African government, through various initiatives, but currently through the Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, have championed the development of gender-responsive planning and budgeting. In 2019, our Cabinet approved the Gender-Responsive Planning, Budgeting, Monitoring, Evaluation and Auditing Framework that aims to ensure that our financial resources are allocated to address our gender disparities. Both our government and the private sector have implemented measures to ensure financial inclusion of women. To this end, initiatives such as the Cooperative Banks Act and the South African Social Security Agency MasterCard have been instrumental in integrating millions of South Africans, but especially women, into the financial system. Remarkably, due to these initiatives, the number of bank accounts owned by women now equals those owned by men. Moreover, we have the National Empowerment Fund, providing funding to businesses owned by women, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds, the very women who were once excluded because of the colour of their skin. In addition, the Small Enterprise Finance Agency offers financial assistance to small and medium enterprises with a specific focus on businesses owned by women. This includes loans and other financial products tailored to help South African women. Honourable members, the financial inclusion of women should not be discussed in isolation. We can only expand the influence of women in our economy if we expand the digital economy, digital literacy, and access to data to enable women access to financial opportunities. And it goes without saying that the role of our parliaments in promoting women's financial autonomy is crucial. Our oversight function should monitor the unintended impact of our policies, while we should also hold to account departments, leaders, ministers, and sectors who do not play their role in leveling the economic playing field for our women. In South Africa, legislation such as the Unemployment Act and other existing policies are at times implemented inconsistently. The unintended impact, therefore, is that we have yet to adequately address the complex nature of gender-based disparities in South Africa. Your Excellencies, honourable members, South Africa recognises that when we empower a woman, we empower a family, a community, and a society as a whole. Our new government, the Government of National Unity, comprising of 10 political parties, understands that empowering women leads ultimately to a more prosperous society. South Africa stands ready to double its efforts in this regard.